There's obviously this idea of oneness and that everything's one. And then there's this idea of duality, that there's this side and then there's this side. And one teaching that I've really connected with is this idea of simultaneously one and different. And it sounds complex, but it's actually not. It's this idea that this feels real and it can be real and it is real, and at the same time there is a greater reality. So rather than this feeling of everything's one, everything's the same, or it's disconnected, there's real and fake, it's actually this idea that a lot of things are real, but they're not the full picture. So the idea that today in LA, it's like saying the weather's rainy and cloudy, but that's not the weather everywhere. So it's my current reality, but it's not reality across the whole world. And when you start looking at life in that way of there's this reality and then there's this bigger reality, I think that's that zoom out. That's that, let me take a breath. That's that, let me look at the inner world as well. And I think what it does is it gives you a certain grace and it gives you a certain detachment, disconnection, but also a recognition of the significance of what you do and the insignificance of it.
Right.
And both are so needed. Like,
Yeah.
I believe what I do is significant. And at the same time, it's totally insignificant.
We won't be remembered in 1,000 years.
And it's so okay. But we take it so seriously. And if you only do one or the other, like if I only see my life as extremely significant, everything's too high pressure.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, it would hurt me. And it would cause me pain if I thought everything I did was of utmost significance.
Right.
And if I thought my life was insignificant, if I thought my life was irrelevant, that would be really bad for my self-esteem.
Why do anything?
I won't be able to function.
Right.
And so I think it's really interesting because the more and more I'm learning, I'm like, I have to learn how to hold these two seemingly opposite things, but actually they're so connected and symbiotic and they're so synchronous because they both have value. Going back to which thought has value, the collective thought of my life is significant and insignificant is the most helpful thought.